Hi, I'm Jess. I want to talk to you today about why I believe most landlords are failing. They're either stuck at the not enough properties, or the ones that they do have cause them too much hassle. I'm in the office a little bit early today. It's a good opportunity maybe to snoop because nobody else is in. As you can tell, it's a dress down day. Also, it's a bit symbolic. I have got a new briefcase. I know it's not that most exciting thing for you guys, but it's a lot smaller. And I want to show you how I basically planned for this day, where I can pack up my entire business into a smaller briefcase and take it anywhere, which is kind of the point, isn't it? So, quick Google will tell you that most businesses, 8 out of 10 businesses, fail within the first 18 months. Fully 80% of businesses fail. And it's my belief that, unfortunately, most landlords fail too. I'd guess a similar percentage. Why? Averages, people tend to be like people. People start businesses, people are landlords. To me, it's logical. 80% of businesses fail. I would believe 80% of landlords would approach landlording the same way. They'd fail too. I see failing landlords all day, every day as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you something about how we organise ourselves. Don't forget, we let to over 600 renters here, how we organise ourselves for success, not for failure. I've also got a couple of giveaways, a couple of planning tools and documents I think you might find useful. These two documents, the Orbit and the Planning Portfolio Tracker, are 2 of the 4 key documents that I use for my board pack, so they're essential. I've left instructions with the guys here to upload them, so if you go on our subscriber list, you'll be sent them straight away. It'll all be set up automatically. Anyway, I digress. I've said it enough. Property is the best wealth creation strategy on planet Earth. It's a fact. You cannot argue with me about it. I will not entertain it. The caveat, the reason why I'm always right and I won't entertain any arguments, is that I say property done right. If you don't do it right, it will become an absolute living nightmare. And I've said that enough too. Most of the time, for most landlords, it's neither one or the other. It's just a bit meh, nothing too good, nothing too bad happens. Make no mistake though, those landlords are failing too. I include you in the 80%. If you are a landlord but you are not deliriously happy, incredibly financially successful, growing rapidly and able to be relaxed about it, leave the business for weeks, months, whatever, then you're failing. I know it's possible because I've got all that, and it is achievable. So if you don't have it, you're failing. Simple as that. Think about that. Too many landlords, in my opinion, are scrapping around, making small errors that all add up to major hassle and hold them back at the sort of 1 to 5 property stage. Others, through sheer will and determination, get through that stage, but they just end up dealing with your bad tenants, arrears, trashed houses, high unnecessary maintenance, low rents, problems with council officers, low profits, hard work of financing, make a hash of paperwork so it impacts on other things later down the line. A few years ago, I bought 43 properties from one landlord. Their properties had caused so much hassle for him. They just wore him down. He decided to sell up to get him out of the thing. He was my original nightmare story, Now, all 43 of those properties sit in our office under management. I hardly hear a peep out of them. All the metrics have gone up, I know. We check in on them regularly. Higher rent, they're all decent and safe homes now, less maintenance. The people who rent them are happy, Here's the kicker, they're worth double what I paid for them now. Probably actually a little bit more than that. So that landlord had exactly the same opportunity. Under different management of the different plan, I made a success of what he failed at. So scale by itself, 43 properties will not sort this out. It might even make it worse. Happily for you guys, I know what the difference that makes the difference is, and I'm happy to share that with you. You really can set all this up to run from a beach. I'm off in a moment. I'm proof that is possible. I'm not actually going to sit on a beach. I'm going to do some other things, but yeah, I want to show you how to organise yourself as a landlord. Who knows, I might even pick up a few clients from this video who want us to do the organising for them. So what is the solution then? What is my big secret? Well, take a deep breath. There is no one solution, I'll tell you that for now. There's about 100 different things you have to do right. Perhaps more actually. It's a process, it's never finished, but listen in, it is not exhausting. I appreciate that. As soon as I say there are 100 things you need to look after, that might sound exhausting, it might not sound fun, but it really isn't. It's empowering. Knowing what I know, everything becomes manageable, scalable. This ensures profits, decreases stress, decreases risk. It's the only way. So what is the first step in the process? And the first step is talking about performance. Now bear with me, this is not some abstract, airy-fairy mindset thing. This is full of action. I hire and fire people based on this conversation. I promote and demote people, objectives, priorities, tasks based on a conversation around performance. Now just imagine a world-class winning sports team. Winning weekend after weekend after weekend. This is all they talk about. Yeah, they might have some supremely skilled individuals, but only by talking about performance are the good performances recognised and the bad ones demoted. This is all there is to talk about. There's other things to do after it, but this is all there is to talk about. Remember these three things. A world-class team will plan, measure and manage. And it's a fact that most small businesses do not have such conversations. They rarely think about it or talk about it, and that is why 80% of them fail. It's why 80% of landlords fail. The plan is the orbit, the measurement is the portfolio tracking tool that I'm going to send you, and the process is the management. Professionals have plans. Landlords make plans and they track actual performance versus what they plan to have performance, and they're always on an upward trend. Now, you've either worked in an environment where tracking key performance indicators, KPIs, every day is the norm or not. If you do, you'll know it works. If not, trust me, this works. This is not just a chat, like I said. I hire and fire on this conversation. You might not get it right away. You might need to pop in and see us, talk to us, ask us some questions to work out exactly how it works. After all, how do you know what a good management decision is? What KPIs to track? You might need a partner. We'd be glad to help. If you get it right from the off, great. But like I say, we might pick up some clients from this method of giving away all the ideas. There are people out there I know who just want our teach me how to do it or do it for me service, and we offer that as well. So have you noticed that a great sports team is usually managed by someone with a previous track record of playing at a very high level? Well, I don't want to brag. I'm quite good at this. I've bought over 600 properties already, and we are making the job easier and easier. We're still going faster than ever, actually. I manage my own portfolio from here in under 6 hours a month. Yes, I have timed it. I work for the landlords.com business as well. That takes up a lot of time, but I enjoy it. In fact, I really enjoy it. So that's something that I do gladly. Rather than just sitting here bragging, maybe I should confess, about 99% of the effort in the business goes on. I'm pointing out there at the office. I'll give you a little snoop round in a minute. They're so much better at me than most of the jobs. I talk well, I guess. The Orbit planning tool lists all the key jobs that you need covering off as a landlord. You don't have to do them all yourself. In fact, you probably shouldn't try. You should not try, I'll tell you that now. But you do need somebody to do in all of them. So, absolutely, those guys out there deserve the credit. It's not just me here. So how about I show you around the office how we've set ourselves up. I'll take the camera off the thing there. Can I? There we go, we're working. Look at the office. I know it might not be massively interesting, but I've had this for over a decade now. Papers flow, and it's quite a neat way of organising ourselves. The number of folders, you see there's some gaps, and I'm not sure how much. Well, I do. These ones are starting to archive off. You see that we haven't bothered labelling them off. So our year end in 2 months, and I think 80% of those folders and files are disappearing. Let's nip out in. I'll show you a similar thing. So there's filing cabinets, not all of them, but loads of our filing cabinets, and there's more as well. And again, I'm not sure how much longer they'll be there, simply because of all the computers and whatnot. This is my briefcase, and it's heavy, and it's not only is it heavy, it's one of these ones. It's even got one of these expandable things that can fit more and more stuff. And our chiropractor will tell me that I'll break my back. Here's my new briefcase, and I don't think I'm going to be able to open this with one hand. I'm going to put the thing down 1 minute. Now, in goes one iPad, book. I've even gone from, these are the folders, these folders here, these are my management reports, that they are my board packs, and they are now all on there. Everything's on there. I've even gone, you see these blue folders and the brown folders here, so these do not fit. I bought new folders just so they fit. So after I've finished recording this video, I'm off, and that's all I'm taking. So I digress again. At the screens here, I want to give you a really quick. I'll just pull the chair up and give you a really quick. Oh, I know there's a way of recording screens and stuff, and when these go out to you, they will have proper instructions. But I just want to show you the Orbit planning tool, and that's up there. I don't want to overwhelm you and scare you or make everything look really crazily complicated, because honestly it's not. Do you know what? I'll show you this. So here it is. So this is not for my this here. Hello, Bill. This is not for my property business. This is for the landlord's business. You can see, look, this is a folded up, battered copy, and it's on blue tack, because there are times when I'm walking out here into the office, you know, I'm going to go speak to you about this or this, and I pick that thing up and I just take it. It's the document we discuss things around. I know that that looks massively complicated, and it takes a lot of time to get to that point, and it's for a reasonably complicated business. The important thing is each one of these numbers means something, and that's always got to be the key for you guys actually, is to make this as absolute simple as possible. You'll see here down the left hand side, by the way, this is in PowerPoint so everybody can use it. This is a blank. This is the one that you use to alter. These are if there's less things to do. So that's got 5 spokes, that's got 6 spokes, that's got 7 spokes. So you can just drop them in and make it as simple as possible. My recommendation to you, in fact, the whole point is you must make it as simple as is possible. And yeah, if you can get away with only having 5, great. I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. There's one that's sort of slightly more filled in. And what we've got here, the important thing is you've got to make sure that you've got a decent and safe home. That's your first line of defence. You've got to make sure it's decent and safe. And there might be issues here that you have to address over time. So each one of these rings is 1 year, and then the next year you get it better and better. Here you've got your private renters. If you've got local housing authority A1, you've got guarantors. And again, you might need to get rid of those or get guarantors in place. There's some guidelines that I put in place there, and we need to sort of move our way from certain things. We need a lower numbers of arrears, and actually it might be the fact that we need to do more evictions to get rid of some people, to get some. I'm talking about a changing situation. This isn't in our portfolio. This might be in a client of ours portfolio that's saying, I've got problems here. Well, this is how we get our ways around it. We've got to get perfect paperwork in place, and then there's some things here that you could add, you know, profit and loss, net assets, total profit return. We always check that as well. Look there, 90-day yachting test. Can I go away for 90 days? Yes, I can, and come back, and all of these things will not just, the business won't just be running, but these things will be happening. We'll be making progress as well. Each one of these has a number in it, and they need numbers in it. This is where the numbers come from, and then when the numbers go back in next year, they're from here. So these are the things you're going to track. I'll just scroll really quickly, and you can sort of start to see the kind of things that you want to be tracking all the way through. And again, this might seem like way too much, you know. Well, how am I ever going to get all this stuff in? I can tell you now, I don't fill this in. The people who work for me fill this in automatically as part of their job. They don't even see it as onerous, to be absolutely honest, because just one of those things. This gets put in there every year, done. Every time somebody updates it, Danger Mouse updated it there, you see. They sign that they updated it, and off it goes. Like I say, before I send this out to you guys on an email, I put a few little words together to show you how to do it. If you need any help, pop in and see us. So there we go then. That's the end of that video. Hope it helped. Speak to you again soon.